Well, in today's video, we are going to have a look at the Photoshop Neural Filters, which are actually non-destructive filters that uses the AI technology called as Adobe Sensei. This will dramatically reduce your complex workflows with few simple clicks. These are actually creating the contextual pixels which are not actually present in your image. Let's have a quick look at the demo. Let's have a quick look about how to use the neural filters. So the neural filters can be accessed under filters, and here we have the neural filters. Now in the neural filters, we have certain filters which are actually featured right now, like the skin smoothing, the JPEG artifacts removal, and also the style transfer. We have few filters which are still in the beta stage, which is the focus of today's video. So we are going to have a look at smart portrait, makeup transfer, depth blur, and also colorize. We also have few filters which are in the waitlist, which we might expect to come out soon, but let's come back into seeing some of the beta applications. So to start on with, let's see what is the smart portrait for this particular image. So once I enable the smart portrait, you will see that I've got certain expression controls, certain controls for the subject. Let's say I want to make this particular girl a look happier, but before you do anything, make sure you are doing it for the right face. You might have certain images which might have multiple faces. So here so in this image I've got two faces, so I'll select this particular face which I want to work on, and now I will increase the happiness slider, and I'll try to make this particular model more happier. Now this happiness is different than the content aware for the face liquify, where if you increase the smiley, it just smiles, but this one actually will recreate new pixels, and in this example it will actually generate some of the teeth within your smile and your happiness. So this particular output is a magical output. So if you see that, yes, now you'll see that the teeth within is also being generated. And let's say I also want to work about some of the facial aging. So here I'll just increase some of the facial age, and you'll see those wrinkles and the age popping out for this particular model. This is really amazing. Let's see what else you can do. Let's say I want to change the eye gazing. So maybe I want to make it screen left. So if I do that, now you'll see that she's actually looking at the screen left of this particular example. To make it more dramatic, I want to change the light direction. So right now I will just make it the light direction somewhere on the screen left, so that you can actually see some soft shadows onto the screen right of the face, and this really looks amazing. So this is the before and this is the after using the smart portrait. And this is completely non-destructive. So if I click on OK, you will actually see a new layer being created. Well, let's take this to the next level. I want to apply certain makeup for this particular character. So I have a makeup source right now, and let's say I like the makeup for this particular model. I want to transfer it to my model. Let's do that. So I'll come back to my image and go back to the neural filters. And this time I will use makeup transfer. So I just have to enable makeup transfer, and here I have to select the source image. So I've got this makeup 2 which is acting as the source, and now you'll see that it has automatically calculated and it already transferred the makeup from the source into the destination image. I'm pretty happy. I will click on OK. So this was how I use the smart portrait and the makeup transfer. Okay, so let's now go to the next set of the neural filters, where I want to colorize this particular image. So if I go to the neural filters, I've got an option called as Colorize. So if I go down and just enable this particular slider of Colorize, with a click of a slider, I have got a colorized version of this image. I still have different options to change the scene colors, but I think I'm pretty happy with what I have right now. I simply click on OK, but let's say if I want to take this to the next level again, let me add certain depth blur or maybe some haze at the background. So I'll simply come to depth blur. I'll enable depth blur, and you'll see that Photoshop is able to recognize which are the background pixels and which are the foreground pixels, and automatically make the background pixels blur to give you the sense of depth. So here you'll see I've got options for blur strength, focal range, focal distance, and all of that. But let's say I don't want background blur, I just want a sense of haze at the background. So I'll disable blur strength and enable haze, and if I just increase some of the haze slider, you'll actually see some hazing happening at the backdrop. So if I see the before and after of the haze, you'll see slight hazing happening at the background, but let me increase some of the blurriness for the background. So I think this is pretty much good. With very few sliders, I was able to change the complete look of my image using the neural filters. Very fast and very easy. So this was a quick demo of using the Photoshop Beta Neural Filters. We highly recommend that you download them, use them, and share your valuable feedback with us. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to enjoy using the neural filters. Thank you.